quite the entertaining fight. Give us the idea what it felt like to be in that.
It felt great, man. It was good to fight such a tough guy that's been around the game, who's fought some very tough competition himself. I was thankful that he took the fight, thankful to come out here and fight him, and even more thankful to get the win and then finish it that.
Yeah, we knew the shared history between you two. I mean, were you expecting that type of matchup? I mean, it looked like, you guys were both pushing each other quite a bit.
Yeah, it was a good fight. I was expecting a tough fight. I was expecting him to talk a little more. I was expecting to sit him to his hip off of that. I wasn't trying to leg like I wanted to sweep, but he did such a good job at staying there. And the elbow caught me good. I put my hand up to catch it. I thought he wasn't throwing it no more, but his arms were so long. Then bam, it hit me. I was like, oh, that was a good one.
How did it affect you? I mean, it didn't seem like it was going in your eyes, but there was quite a bit of blood everywhere. I mean, was that a little shocking or concerning?
Yes, sir. It went in my eyes. I just didn't want to show it. I just touched it one time, get it out. It mostly went in my ear. I could hear it gurgling. It was the weirdest thing, but I guess if you give it out enough, you got to take it. And it was my night to take one, so it is what it is.
We know you were gunning for that fight of the night. I mean, do you feel like you were fighting in such a way, like you could have fought a different way than you did, but you wanted, to really put on a fight of the night?
I really wanted to get the bonus. I still obviously do want to get the bonus. I want to do it for my brother. That's most important to me. He's given me so much. I want to be able to give him something back, and especially something that'll help his everyday life, hopefully help with all the infections that he gets, and that's most important to me first. Yeah, I was fighting. I was just trying to stay calm. Most of all, I was trying not to go out there and be overzealous. I was trying to stay calm, stay composed, and not rush anything.
Kevin Holland hasn't been submitted since October of 2015. Was that the plan? You felt like your ground game was good enough to get the submission?
I told you I'd turn him into a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to stuff it, and then I've watched, matter of fact, I was watching some of his previous fights today, sitting at the hotel. I always do that. It kind of helps me with confidence and everything like that. And I always notice he puts his head in on the guillotine. Gerald told me he's got a skinny neck, so I was trying to use it for the sweep. He did a great job at not letting me sweep him off of that, so I had to go to other options. But yeah, I felt the guillotine instead of stuffing it, and it is what it is.
Did you talk to Gerald? Because obviously he had a close fight against Kevin earlier this year. Did he say anything to you?
We talked before because he fought Eric last week. I fought Kevin this week. So yeah, we bounced ideas off each other's head. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're two different fighters, but we complement each other very well. We click very well together. We're two peas in a pod, shall we say.
Did you see Eric Anders accepted your call out? He's saying February in Birmingham. Did you see this?
I haven't seen it. I haven't even been back to the room yet. I'm waiting to get there right now to talk to my dad and my brother, and my wife. But yeah, we can do it. I'm a different guy.
Why him specifically? Like, why? Was it because we both find LFA? What's sort of the reason?
Yeah, I want that fight back. I was a lot younger. Had some things in the camp. It is what it is. He was the better man that night. Yeah, man, he's got a good name. He's got a good following. I have a lot of respect for that guy, inside the cage and outside. Good guy, good family man. But business is business, and I want to avenge that loss.
Obviously, you got the win. It was your first UFC fight week. What has been your biggest takeaway from your UFC debut with the fight week?
Honestly, man, I've just been trying not to take it in. I've honestly just focused on the task at hand. I don't want to breathe anything in. If I do that, then I'm going to get caught up in all the emotions and everything like that. I'm focused on me. That's what's been getting me here. That's what's got me on that 5-fight win streak. I think it is now. And that's all I'm focused on, getting better, improving, and trying to put the guy from the gym into the cage and be the next star here.
Is there almost like a weight lifted off your shoulders? The debut's here, it's over, you got the victory, now you can move forward. Now do you feel like the weight's lifted off your shoulders now that first fight and the first win is out of the way?
Financially, it is. I have a little bit of a breathing room, but honestly, I'm ready to see Mason fight later. She's my teammate. We've been going through this camp together, but I'm so excited to get home and meet my little girl in a couple weeks.
How tight were those submissions that he had on you?
He had that. What do you have? That one rear naked choke.
Yeah.
My chin was tucked the whole time. Kind of crushed me back a little bit, but I knew I was fine. I just had to lift his elbow up, so it wasn't that tight.
Were you surprised he popped out with your submissions in those first rounds? Like, did you think you had it tight enough?
The rear naked choke was tight, but it was my left arm, and he was a little slippery enough because the blood was still there. So he did slip in a little enough, so I wasn't too surprised. But I knew he wasn't going anywhere at the second. The right hands, my right arm's a killer. And if that gets around your neck, I don't care if I have to put it or not. It's done.
You were originally supposed to go against Eric Spicely. You said you were excited about the change because Holland was on a longer winning streak, higher ranks, and you said he had a lot of buzz, and you wanted to steal that buzz. Do you feel like you did?
Yes, sir. I definitely feel like I let the division know I'm here, and I'm a force to be reckoned with. I didn't get to show a whole lot, so it is what it is. But yes, sir, I definitely feel like I'm here now.
Fantastic walkout song. Who picked it?
I did. I grew up on Steve Miller Band, Slipknot, Korn, all those kind of Creedence Clearwater Revival. My dad couldn't be here, so this was like having a little piece in it.
Are you surprised that he was willing to grapple with you, and why do you think he was doing that?
He's got pretty good jiu-jitsu. He trains with a very good gym. Obviously, I still think I'm a better grappler, but yeah, I just had to wake up a little bit. Like I said, he was good with his pressure off the leg lock, which I was using it for a sweep, but I had to really kick, so I was surprised there. But other than that, I knew he'd be slippery. Gerald told me he'd be really good at ooping, and I was surprised in the first how smart he was with where his hands were going.
Yeah.
He was very good at grabbing. So, but yeah, I was intrigued with it.
And also, you said you were working to be calm and to not let everything affect you. Was it tough? Are UFC jitters a real thing and an adrenaline dump? And how did you deal with the thought about that? And how was it when you actually set foot in there?
I was calm, man. I was relaxed. I've had adrenaline dumps before. I feel like I've done big things before. I fought big things. I've accomplished a lot outside of the UFC. So, no, sir, I didn't have any jitters. I was calm. I was just ready. I was so ready to fight, and now I'm so ready to get home.
I hear you.
Has it all set in yet? Just the first UFC win, everything?
Yeah, I feel that I got the win, but like I said, I'm just super excited to go home and see my wife and take care of her for the last bit of her pregnancy.
How much of this win goes to just training at Ruthless Sport? Because a couple of years ago you made that switch and things really sort of turned your career around a bit, and I know you were really welcomed in after getting to know the guys. Has that sort of crossed your mind tonight, or just the changes you made early in your career?
Definitely. I wouldn't be here without my coaches, Duke Rufus, Scott Cushman, Daniel Wanderlei, even Gerald, I called him out, Biggie called me out, but these guys are some of the guys that helped me the most in the gym, We're a big family, brothers, sisters, man. I don't think I'd be here without them and do what I'm doing. I feel like I'm finally hitting my stride. I'm starting to click on all cylinders. I'm not even at my prime yet. I'm 23 years old. I'll be 24 in December, so, we're just getting started.
And because of fatherhood, obviously you want to take that all in and take some time off, but is there an ideal time you're thinking for getting back in the octagon?
Yeah, like I said, end of January, beginning of February. I want to have our little girl, and the week after go right back to Milwaukee and start camp, so I have them there with me.
Was that on your mind more often than not, the fatherhood thing, just because it's coming up pretty quickly?
That's always on my mind every day. That's the biggest thing I've wanted out of life, period. Fighting is what it is. I'm all right at it, make money at it. But when it's time for me to walk away, that's going to be the reason.
And are you done with the construction business? I know you were still doing that with your family a little bit. I'm sure, depending on what happens with the bonus, that'll influence it. But do you think you'll still be doing that?
Yes, sir. I'll be going back to work Tuesday. I work plumbing with my cousin Sam, who's actually here tonight with his wife. So I'll be going back Tuesday or Wednesday to work. And yeah, no matter what happens with the bonus or not, that bonus is for my brother and my daughter. I won't touch it for me, myself.
Have you thought of that, though, going back to work and just the reception you're going to get, all the hard work and everything? Because I know it's a tough job. It's long hours, right?
Yeah, definitely. I want to get this win one more and then hopefully not have to do that anymore. Yeah, hours suck. It's, some days you don't get off. I start at 7 every day. Some days I don't get off till 5 or 6 in the afternoon. Some days early. It just depends. But that, and wife being pregnant, puppies, and trying to train on top of that. I want to hopefully win one more, whatever it's going to be in January or February, and win that one and be back fighting full time.
How do you find time to train while having a full-time plumbing job?
It's very, very hard. My cousin's great, man. He lets me off whenever I need it, whenever I want it. I'm going to go to my property in Illinois for hunting in a couple of weeks before my baby's due. And, he's great. He lets me off whenever. So I'm very blessed. But when I'm at home, I don't have a lot of training partners. My friend Zach Fears is the only training partner that I really have where I'm located, unless I want to drive 2 hours one way. And then I can go to Tim Crater at any time. And I've done that. Trained with Dustin Poirier. He's a good friend of mine. But, yeah, man, just running, lifting, jiu-jitsu when I can with my friend Sean Gayton in Mid-City. That's really all I have.
Before the fight, you said you were the best talent to ever come out of the Contender Series. Do you think you solidified that claim tonight?
I didn't show everything in my repertoire. I think my age and my resume speaks for itself regarding who's come off there and everything like that. But I don't feel I showed everything in my repertoire, which is it's good. Whenever you don't have to pull all your tools out, that's great. But like I said, I feel my resume speaks for itself.
Thank you.